Our world relies heavily on the internet. From keeping our grocery stores stocked to having easy access to a wide variety of knowledge, it's hard to tell what we would do without the internet. If this is your first time visiting us, click that red subscribe button. Communication issues. It may not be a surprise, but the first and biggest noticeable change if the internet collapsed would be the huge communication issues. You can forget about having cell phone reception, as the cables and satellites that support your wireless phone services wouldn't be able to operate without the internet. As far as easy communication goes, we'd no longer be able to send emails, so the world would have to go back to writing letters. You can also say bye-bye to social media, as websites like Facebook and Twitter can only be reached with internet access. The end of easy knowledge. With just a tap of your phone screen, you can teach yourself how to make a brownie in a coffee mug or see what the weather is like outside. Without the internet, the source to easy knowledge would be completely cut. People will have to rely on antenna radio and broadcast television as far as getting educated through entertainment. They would also have to head to the library to gather information and knowledge from out-of-date magazines and encyclopedias. No more food. Within a week of the internet collapsing, it would affect our food supplies. Just like when natural disasters occur, the food at local markets would fly off the shelves. Many food manufacturers rely on the internet for everything from shipping to monitoring and ordering supplies. With no internet, there would be a halt in food production and therefore no more food to fill our grocery store shelves. Martial law. If the internet went out, it would cause many people to panic. People will start looting, burning things down, and have no regard for local authorities. With the internet down and the lack of information, many governments would turn to martial law to restore order. Soldiers and tanks would replace local police officers, and citizens will have to obey new rules like curfews. Economic fallout. Credit cards and online banking would stop working. This means you wouldn't be able to get to any of your cash, and banks are sure to close because they wouldn't be able to access and verify account holder information. The stock market would also freeze and cost the U.S. stock exchange trillions of dollars. Companies that rely on the internet would lay off their employees, leaving hundreds of thousands of people without a job. Political crisis. Most of the world's government intelligence agencies rely on the internet to gather and share information. Without the internet, these agencies would take a huge blow and it could end in catastrophe. There would also be issues for the government as far as education goes. The internet provides major tools for education, and if it collapsed, there would have to be replacements for these tools. No more porn. The internet has made porn more accessible and acceptable by the masses. If the internet went down, people would have to resort to buying their dirty magazines and movies in person at stores. And with the amount of people and varieties in taste, there is no way a now analog print and video porn industry could keep up with demand. Transportation woes. Traffic lights run on computers that rely on the internet for updates. Without the updates, the lights would stop running and cause traffic to screech. Public transportation would even take a hit. Most public transportation services use ticketing systems that rely on the internet to operate. So within 3 to 4 hours of the internet crashing, subways, buses, and taxis would be taken offline and no longer work. The end of the world. In a world that relies heavily on the internet, if it collapsed, it could cause worldwide panic. Food would fly off the shelves and gas station pumps would bleed dry. People would turn on their neighbors in order to protect themselves. There would be mass looting and chaos, and it would take a miracle to restore order. It is safe to say if the internet went down, it would be the end of the world as we know it today. Do you think you could survive without the internet? We know we can't. Let us know what you thought of this video down in the comments. Give us a thumbs up and be sure to check out our channel daily for more amazing videos. Thanks for watching.